Good evening. Trust you're doing well. It is the 1st of May 2023, a new month, and it is Labor Day. To say the least, trust that you have had a wonderful holiday. Today we have a lot in store for you. Our reporters have been up and about to bring us up to speed with everything that has taken center stage in the country, from the Labor Day celebrations to Shakahola and to Garissa across the country. Let's first get our highlights. Ruto's government pleads with Kenyans to give them time, promises to deliver as the country marks its 58th Labor Day celebrations today. KUTV Secretary General Francis Atwoli calls for talks between Ruto and Raila to end mass protests. Azimio says protests will resume tomorrow amid several warning notices from the government. And 2 miners possibly suffocated to death in the Shakahola massacre as 8 others show death by starvation, post-mortem reveals. All right, welcome to the broadcast. Samuel Kelo is our sign language interpreter tonight. My name is ODIDA. Remember, today is Money Monday, and we will be focusing on the Teachers Union. Are they being paid well? We have the Secretary General, that is Kenya Union of Post-Primary Education, Okelo, Missouri. So stay tuned for that particular discussion later on in our broadcast. Let's get started. Now, President William Ruto, when gracing over his first Labor Day celebrations as president, stated that he will be in the forefront in protecting businesses from destruction in the upcoming Azimio protest scheduled for tomorrow. According to Ruto, his government will not allow for destruction of properties, affirming their preparedness ahead of the Azimio protests.
Just a day before the resumption of the Azimio One Kenya protests, President William Ruto has cemented that he will deliver according to the Constitution on protecting businesses and properties from destruction. Ruto, who was speaking as he graced over Labor Day celebrations, called on Kenyans to continue with their daily activities as usual, stating that enough security will be deployed in the streets to prevent destructions.
Haiwezekani sitaruhusu mali ya mwananchi kuharibiwa, biashara ya mwananchi kuharibika, kazi ya mwananchi kuharibika, watoto wetu ati wasiende shule, ati kwa sababu kuna watu wanataka kutulazimisha ati tugawane serikali. That one will not happen, good people. Tuelewane tu mapema, kwa sababu that is the Kenya we live in. We are a democratic country and we want the best for everybody.
Additionally, Ruto has reached out to the opposition side to stop misleading Kenyans and embrace the bipartisan talks in parliament, adding that his government has a plan to revive the economy and that his regime will not discriminate anyone no matter where they voted.
Sisi tunataka kuhakikisha kwamba kila mwananchi anaweza kulisha familia yake. Tunaelewana jameni? Tumeongea mambo ya unga left, right and center. Mimi mwenyewe niliwaahidi ya kwamba tutakuwa na mpango ambayo itateremusha gharama ya maisha. Na hiyo mpango watu wengine hawaelewi. Unga sio ya kwamba inapunguzwa bei ati kwa shelf. Unga inaanza kupunguzwa bei kwa kumsaidia mkulima shambani.
The second in command, Rigathi Gachagua, on his part, has encouraged the Azimio team to consider the bipartisan talks, highlighting that the mass protests will not offer any solutions.
We still urge them to consider to proceed in the bipartisan talks in Parliament. In the unfortunate event that they decide that they don't want to go that route, and they want to go to the streets, they must understand that the President has a constitutional duty to protect life and property.
Secretary General of Central Organization of Trade Union KOTU and an ally of Azimio, Francis Atwoli, weighed in on the matter where he asked his Azimio counterparts to call off the Azimio protests for the sake of Kenyans. This being the first Labor Day celebrations under President William Ruto's regime, the politics of today has unfolded, where the president has called on Kenyans not to be led astray by political affiliations, cementing that his government is ready to protect Kenyans' properties ahead of the planned mass protest. Edward Nyamo, KUTV, Nairobi.
All right, now Azimio One Kenya coalition leader Raila Odinga has today announced that the coalition is set to resume protests tomorrow, Tuesday. Odinga has stated that the mass action protest will kick off in Nairobi's Central Business District at 6 a.m. This is despite President William Ruto issuing a warning over the planned Azimio protest that has been termed as destructive